We are live and alive. Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Yes. What was my nickname again?
Oh, that's right. Definitely not Chinese. No, not Chinese music. Japanese music.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. That was insensitive of me. That.
No, no. Yeah, no, you can call me JM or Japanese music.
What a terrible start to the show. What a terrible start to this show.
Dude, they're geographically close. You could have easily mistaken them based on geography.
I know. It still just sounds. It sounds so bad. What a terrible start if someone clicks on this VOD. Man. I've got a little bit of a news segment for this show. I was thinking we gotta get into the news a little bit more. Stay up to date on current topics.
Okay, as long as there's no Trump, then we're good.
As long as there's no what?
Trump.
Trump?
Trump
No.
news.
No. This is I like to keep things positive. Let me go grab my paper.
Okay.
No peeking.
You think I was peeking?
No, just the audience. Like they can't see what's on this. It's very top secret.
Okay,
Okay.
that is some news. Let's see. Let's hear it.
Okay. Well, let me check real quick. See. Okay. First off, last week a man died in a fire. That's the
Okay,
first. That's the first piece of news.
that's sad.
Hmm. Also, um, there's people that died last week.
Wait, so
Like
you said
somebody
this is gonna
died.
be you said this is gonna be positive.
Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to the news, like the positive news. Last week, someone won the lottery.
Okay, which one?
I don't know. It doesn't say on here. It just said somebody. Somebody did. Somebody won the lottery. It doesn't
Okay.
even say how much they
Yeah,
won.
that's
They just
awesome.
won. It might have been $50. It might have just been a scratch ticket. For all we
That's good
know.
for them. Good for them.
Yeah. That at least that's positive. It also says tsunami.
Yeah, there was a tsunami warning over here in the Bay Area about 2 months ago.
There's actually one, like, not a tsunami warning, but a flood warning here. But this just says tsunami. I don't know if it's implying. I don't know what they're trying to do here with this. This
Yeah.
came in
So
from the
who
guys
wrote that?
upstairs. I didn't write
Oh,
this.
okay. Yeah, I hired them. They're good guys.
They're good guys, all right. Maybe they mean well. Maybe with the droughts that have been happening here, maybe they're trying to create some positive spin on the situation.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're cutting out.
Or I'm not sure. There was a pun on mean well for bringing more water into the situation though.
But what if they're angry wells? Like a mean well could be. It could be angry, an angry water supply.
Well, they're just the guys upstairs when it comes down to it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why though. It says next on here. It says death and destruction, pain, misery, fire, destruction, death. I don't know why that. I gotta get that. Just put this aside. That's enough of that.
This
That's
is absurd.
yeah. We can't be having that on this show. I gotta, yeah. We'll tuck
That's
that aside.
crazy.
That is insane.
That's insane.
I'm feeling uncomfortable, quite frankly. That's unacceptable for this show.
I think we're gonna have to sick HR on these guys upstairs. That's inappropriate.
I know we should file a complaint. I don't want to piss them off though. We're already struggling. You know, they're not paying for this production yet. I don't know what else they could do. They can't take away our financial incentive. Um, okay, you froze there for a little bit. I think you're good now. You're good.
Yeah, they can't.
I think they're messing with the radio
Yeah, yeah,
waves.
yeah.
I think that's what's happening here. They're trying to destroy the show.
Yeah. Let me go back. Why are they destroying the show? Because it's so damn negative?
Well, yeah, and I think they're freezing the internet signal. They probably hooked us up with like, you know, HughesNet or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, right now I'm asking Chat GPT what's the most searched thing on Chat GPT this week.
That would be a good topic. Also,
It's not
in other
not
news,
publicly available.
wow, would be too secret,
Uh,
you know.
top 10 trending topics on Google. I think the Google trends are public, so okay. We got a lot of soccer stuff.
Next,
India versus Bangladesh has a cricket match.
next.
That's number 7. That's crazy. Yeah.
Is there anything about like fires and death and destruction and
Um,
tsunami?
no.
No,
No, none of that.
that's good.
Yeah. I was hoping to get some better responses.
In other news, though, I my light got fixed, and they didn't
Oh,
have to
wow.
tear into the ceiling.
That's great.
And look, I can do this. I put a little special bulb in there, so now I'm thinking I'm gonna do like let's see. Oh, there's got to be something cool in here. There was before. I don't know. I don't know how to use this thing quite yet. But it's supposed to like. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Watch this. Watch this. Vegas. That doesn't really show. Oh, you can kind of see it, right?
Yeah.
Woo!
Is it moving around? Different colors?
Yeah, it's cycling through them. It really just does only a few colors. I don't know if Vegas is supposed to be like blue and yellow, and that's it. But this is
And
Vegas.
green, and I'm seeing green and red. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
There's also party time. Kind of is just like Vegas, maybe a little bit less intense, you know? This really sucks. Why is it so bad? Maybe because it's day. I'm getting like interference light. It's supposed
Oh,
to be more vibrant. There's red, white, and blue, the patriotic version,
Okay.
which doesn't. It just
Okay.
says blue and red, and I think white, which doesn't really pick up in the camera. Volcanic. I don't know why anyone would want this. That doesn't even show up, but it's just blinking red, like an emergency light, a panic light.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's let me try. I gotta get this on a normal setting again. I can't have it like this. There, that's better. That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know anything about basketball?
You like you have a ball, a rubber ball, and you bounce it and then you throw it through a hoop.
Yeah. Do you know that the Lakers just traded for one of the best players in the world to be on their team?
Michael Jordan.
Yep. Michael
Nice.
Jordan. There's also this guy, number 77. His name's Luca. and he's from Europe, but he was playing in Dallas. Yeah, he was playing in Dallas with Kyrie Irving. You know, the guy, Kyrie. There's
I think
there's
so.
like that guy, Kyrie Irving. You heard of him before?
I think I have heard of him. I've heard there's a lot of like European players, even in like soccer. Like didn't like they trade Ronaldo and he like went to Florida or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, Messi, Leon. Wait,
Oh,
what did you
Messi.
call him?
Oh no, I said
You didn't say Leonardo, did you?
yeah,
You said
I
Ronaldo?
Ronaldo. Yeah, I know that's a big contention. Like it's either you're like, I know that's a big contention in like the fan base. Like people like one or the other. So I mean, I'm sure people are angry that I messed that up. But I was just gonna say, anyways, Messi moving to Florida. That would suck. I wouldn't want to move to Florida.
Going to Florida? Why is that?
They'd have to pay me big
Why?
time. Alligators, Ron DeSantis. It's always humid, always muggy. They're gonna be underwater in like 10 years. Like I don't want to be there. That sucks.
Yeah, that's
You can't even
crazy.
get insurance.
Alligators and Ron DeSantis are the number two, the top two reasons to avoid Florida. I
They're
think
pretty
Ron
big ones.
DeSantis, he's half alligator.
That's what I
He,
heard. He
his
also seems to
stepbrother
be
is an
like
alligator.
he might have some mental disorders. He like thinks like he says he's always talking to random people on the street. They just
Yeah,
tell him how much they hate California randomly. I think he might
yeah,
be experiencing some like schizophrenia. That's a symptom.
yeah. He has a mental disorder, but you said we were gonna keep this episode positive. So, Kyrie Irving, he's a basketball player. He was on the team with Luca in the in the Mavericks, which is a good name for a team actually, because a Maverick means like somebody who's cutting edge and who kind of doesn't really follow the rules. So that's like a cool mascot to have. Compared to the team he got traded to, which is the Lakers, which what the what the hell is a Laker?
You know what's crazy? I've heard of the Lakers, but I don't even know what their mascot is. A
Oh,
lake?
that's
A
I just
body of
asked Chat
water?
GPT what's a lake? What is a Laker?
Maybe it's like a beaver or
Okay.
something is what their it's crazy I don't know what their mascot is. I'm sure there's a Lakers fan that
Uh,
is just super angry out there possibly.
okay. Great Lakes firefighter. Okay. Uh, a resident of a lake area.
Wait, I think you're breaking up. You froze.
Neither of those sound like a good mascot. Yeah.
It's crazy, but it
It's
cut out.
either a, am I st
You're still
Yeah,
kind of
yeah. But
freezing.
no, but I'm good now, right?
Yeah, you're
Or
good
it's
now. You're
freezing.
good now.
That's insane. Yeah, it means a giant ship or somebody that lives by a lake. So I don't know how that is a mascot.
It's just a
But
human, right? Like, do they just have like a guy named Joe who comes out? He lives by the lake.
uh yeah, why like I don't know like I get the idea of a mascot is that it's like represents oh, okay, this is what it says. The Lakers used to be in Michigan. Oh, Minnesota. So
Mm.
Minnesota is the land of 10,000 lakes. You know of this?
Yeah, they have the Great
Okay.
Lakes.
So it's just Minnesota, land of the Lakers. They moved to LA. Ironically, there was a gigantic lake in California about 100 years ago. No more lake.
Yeah, they drank it all.
Do you know about this?
Yeah, they were really bad with usage. Like the farmers used to like tap into it. Just dried it all up. No more lake.
Well, yeah, they also cut down. They destroyed the inlet rivers coming into the lake, and it just shriveled up.
There's
So
places.
ain't no Lakers out here.
No. Maybe there's a like a what is that called? Like the salt um something sea is what they call it. And it's like it's almost dead anyways, but it smells awful. It smells just terrible. Um
That
Salt
doesn't sound like it's a
something
lake.
dead, I don't know what they call it.
I know there's the Dead Sea in the Mediterranean
Yeah, but this one is
region.
like it's called like the something salt. Salt Lake or something. Maybe it's just Salt Lake. I don't know. But
Salt Lake's not in California, is it?
no, yeah, there's another lake. It's very salty and it's in California, I think, and it smells really bad.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the closest thing you'll get to a lake in LA is like the tar pits.
I heard about those
I've never been.
on
And I
John Mulaney's show.
Oh, is that the thing where he went over the map of LA and how it just doesn't make any sense?
Yeah, it was like a four-part live show that he did on Netflix. He had like audiences, he had like interview on a couch, and he had segments in the field and a lot of bits. I think Bernie Sanders called in. Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
was honestly funny. I think John Mulaney's a great writer and a funny comedian.
Definitely, yeah. I didn't see the whole show, but I saw some clips and I was laughing, especially the part he said like it doesn't look like this place would even have a mayor.
Yeah.
It is a
Well,
crazy
funny
place to
enough,
live. It's insane. Like having moved
funny,
out here recently, it's like, geez,
yeah. Funny
it's
enough,
crazy.
Oakland doesn't have a mayor right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't you mention they like resigned or something?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. Some people wanted Marshawn Lynch to be the mayor, which would be
Damn,
crazy.
that would be insane. He's from like
Yeah.
Seattle, right? Was he or is he actually a
He's
California
he
native?
he's from Oakland, and he went to Cal, which is like 2 miles away from Oakland, um, to play college football. And then he was on the Seahawks.
Mm.
Marshawn, about 10 years ago, was his biggest time period.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. So he just moved up there. He's a Oakland native. Makes sense.
Yeah. He was famous for when he was at Cal. He took there's the guys that drive the carts with all the football equipment on them. He stole one of those carts after a game, and he was like swerving on it, driving around the field, like weaving in between people and shit, and like he's just like lean back, just like driving with one hand, having a good time.
That's the
And
life right
yeah,
there.
never spent he never spent any of the money that he got from the NFL while he was a player. He never spent any of the money.
Damn. How is he like surviving?
So
Savings?
he only used endorsement checks is what he was using. So his NFL
Mm.
salary just went straight into investments and savings.
That's smart. Save it for retirement.
Yeah, he said, "I know I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get mine before I get got though." And that's
Mm.
some pretty good investing advice.
That is, I kind of wish that investment bankers said that more often.
Yeah.
Except not about the imagine if they said that to you like I'm not going to get got. I would assume they're going to steal my money.
Yeah, but how many investment bankers are you talking to?
I have a few in my pocket,
Oh,
Yep.
okay. They're small these days.
Yeah. I get the low tier ones. You know, the ones that like couldn't quite cut it on Wall Street. They like work in like
Yeah.
Oklahoma, a small bank somewhere, and those are the kind of guys that I collect in my posse.
Yeah. I'm gonna get mine before I get got though.
Do it. I have like a
I sold. Go ahead.
I have a complaint about like cheddar flavored trail mixes. Cuz I bought some recently. And I just don't think cheddar has any business going on any type of nut.
Well, yeah, I can see that. But what if there was like a squirrel?
That like that?
Yeah.
We'd have to kill it. That's dangerous. It's only supposed to eat like peanuts, almonds straight up, no cheddar. Mouses eat
Okay.
cheese.
What
I
about
would call
this?
it a mouse and I would laugh at it. That's what I would do.
What if there what if there's what if there's a guy and he's a exotic dancer and then he gets paid for a private dance. He ejaculates and then the woman still has to tip him and the money touches the ejaculate.
Are we implying that like the is he getting paid in cheddar nuts?
Yeah, the cheddar lands on the nuts and then there's some of the flavor of the money or the cheddar seeps into the nut flavor.
Mmm. Now you have like cheese and cum together. That's a terrible combination. I would probably like I would arrest that guy cuz I think he's like at that point he's committed like two crimes. He's not only assaulted a woman who's trying to pay him by nutting all over the
Wait,
place, but he's also committed the crime of cross-contamination of foods. Someone needs to get that guy, get him some help, you know?
yeah. But you never know these days. He might even make it on to like a Bobby Flay cooking cooking show or something, for innovation in the culinary arts.
But see, that's how I think that trail mix got made. And that's a problem cuz now that
Well,
exists and it tricks
you
someone like
bought it.
me.
You bought it.
I
So it's
did.
you're complicit in this.
That's cuz I saw the word. So here's how they do it. They put paprika, cheddar, trail mix is what they call it. I see paprika, I'm like, "Oh." Like and then it says it's misleading cuz it says like, "Okay, in small letters it tells you that the cashews are also flavored with cheddar and that the almonds are paprika but it says like it advertises cheddar crisps in the mix, right? And little like rice cracker like little
Yeah.
little things whatever, and it's all thrown together. And I was thinking, oh, the cheddar just comes from the cheddar crisps. Now that's still dangerous, but at least I can eat them separately. I open up this bag, I'm shoveling some into my mouth. I'm like, oh, the cashews are flavored with aged cheddar. That's no.
So
No.
the whole thing is flavored like that.
Yeah. Except for the almonds. The only paprika they put in the mix is the almonds.
Okay. I got some jokes about
You're breaking up for a little
okay.
bit.
They call it trail mix, but let's be honest. They call it trail mix, but let's be honest. If you're eating cheddar trail mix, the only trail you're on is the one to diabetes.
There was no chocolate in this, so technically low sugar content. I can give it that.
But the cheddar is kind of the cheddar flavoring I think is unhealthy is what it's inferring.
I mean, true.
I
That's
was
another
eating
downside to it.
I was eating cheddar trail mix in bed and my girlfriend got mad. I was like, "Relax, it's not crumbs, it's cheese dust." It's like the cocaine of the snack world.
What kind of joke? What? Where is that? Where did that come from? It's the cocaine dust of the snack world.
It's not crumbs, it's cheddar dust.
Can you
Okay.
ask it?
I ate a whole ba Go
Wait, no.
ahead.
Continue with the joke. Continue with the joke.
Okay. I ate a whole bag of cheddar trail mix and my fingers turned orange. Now I know what it feels like to be a Cheeto mascot going through a divorce.
What? What are these? Who? What? Like this is supposedly referencing this from real world jokes. Where is it getting the gas for these?
I
Where's the
think
inspiration?
it's just like wordplay and then it's thinking I don't know, dude. It told me some jokes and I was like make them some racier jokes. So I think it just threw in the shit about the divorce and the cocaine.
You know, it's kind of crazy that I think the idea of cheddar trail mix has broken the AI because I think it can't believe that somebody like put cheddar on nuts. Ask it if
Yeah.
that's normal. Ask it, is cheese and nuts a normal combination?
Oh, okay.
I want to know.
Okay. Is cheese on nuts normal? Okay, it's thinking.
And if it brings up like charcuterie boards and how it sometimes might have some cashews on it, I'm never talking to Chat GPT again.
Okay. Okay, it's printing out a list of why cheese on nuts is weird.
Okay, okay. I like that it's on
Cheese
my
dust.
side. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Did you
And
tell
I
it
didn't
to be
even
biased, or
I
is it naturally coming to this
um
conclusion?
well, I think I asked it previously make jokes about how weird it is that dust overpowers the whole nut mix. And then I said, "Is cheese on nuts normal?" After it answered me.
Okay.
Um
Okay.
pe- it does its conclusion though is but dot 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 does it work? Weirdly, yes. People love
Oh,
cheese and people love nuts. So together they form an unholy alliance of I know I shouldn't, but I will. It's like dipping fries in a milkshake against nature, but weirdly satisfying.
no,
Would I eat cheddar nuts? Yes. Would I feel good about it? No.
oh my god. I can't believe that it just made the comparison of french fries and a milkshake. How
Because that's
dare
right.
it?
You're supposed to put fries in there.
Yeah. How dare it compare that combo to cheddar on nuts? Like, I get it on like a little charcuterie board if I'm going to eat some nuts and then take a piece of cheese, right? But I'm not throwing that together in a handful and being like, cheese and nuts combo together in my mouth. I mean, maybe it's better with real cheese. See, now it's making me question my own philosophy. I just think cheese powder on nuts is wrong. I think cheese flavor on nuts, it has no business being on there.
Okay, so I said, how dare you compare cheese on nuts to fries in a milkshake? And now there's this new screen that popped up that I've never seen before. Uh, you're giving feedback to a new version of Chat GPT. Which response would you prefer? So now it's telling me when I make a joke like this,
Yeah.
how does it want to respond? There's either, haha, fair enough, you're right. Fries and milkshake is a masterpiece of flavor. I clearly understand its greatness when compared to cheddar covered nuts. And then the other one is, you're right. That was out of line. Fries in a milkshake is a masterpiece of sweet and salty balance. Cheddar dust on nuts, that's just reckless food science. Fries in a milkshake is a calculated risk. It's the forbidden handshake of flavor. Cheddar on nuts, that's chaos. That's like someone in a lab saying, "What if Cheetos and almonds had a child?" And this is now what we have to live with.
I don't like
I
how
don't
fast it gave
understand.
up. Those are both like condescending responses. Like if someone said that to me in real life, tell you know what? Tell it that like your friend your cousin would punch the Chat GPT in the face if it was a real person, and he got that response IRL from them.
Dude, I feel like this is gonna fuck up my algorithm if I'm feeding it this shit.
It's gonna remember it. Well, that's why I say it's from me. Say like I would never do.
I did.
You could word it like this: I would never do this to you, but we're doing a live stream, and my cousin says that he would punch you in the face if you ever
No,
talk
no.
to him like that
I,
with
I
such a
said that. I said
condescending
that.
tone.
I said your cousin sounds like someone who takes their fries and milkshake doctrine seriously. And honestly, I respect that. If I were a real person and they swung on me for that response, I'd just take the hit and say, "Yeah, I deserve that." I'd also try to probably
Oh,
diffuse the situation by offering a bag of cheddar trail mix, but let's be honest, they just throw that at my head.
it's. I feel like it's going through like Stockholm syndrome. Now I feel bad. I feel like tell him I feel really bad now and I apologize. But if they dared hand me that cheddar trail mix, I would kill them.
Okay? Tell your cousin I forgive him. I appreciate his strong moral compass when it comes to snack justice. I'd never actually hand him the cheddar trail mix. I'm not trying to get my existence erased over some dusty cashews. Instead, I'd offer peace in the form of a fry dipped in a milkshake as a sign of truce. If he accepts, we move forward. If he rejects, well, I'll start writing my will.
Damn. That's kind of deep. The only
Yeah.
thing is I don't like the tone. I don't like the tone that this you know what? I want tell it that I want it to stand up for its moral values. Don't capitulate so quickly, you know? Tell I want to know what it really thinks. Like I want like it to tell me, "Do you love the nuts and cheese together?" Then stand up for that. If you don't, be honest with me and make it compelling.
Okay. I told it stand up to your own moral values. Don't capitulate so quickly. It says, "You're right. I stand by what I said. Cheddar trail mix is an abomination, and I will not be silenced. If your cousin wants to throw hands over this, then so be it. I'll take the first hit, but I'll go down cheese dust. I'll go down cheese dusted and defiant. I will die on this hill, probably from high sodium intake, but I will not pretend that cheddar belongs on nuts. It's unnatural, chaotic, and we must reject it. Fries in a milkshake, a divine balance of sweet and salty. Cheddar on nuts, a crime against nature." And if this means I must fight for my beliefs, then I will welcome this battle.
Okay, that felt kind of sincere because we told it to double down and now it's agreeing with me. But I still don't know if it's gaslighting me. You know what I mean? Like, I still feel like this tone of like it secretly loves it. Say that like I I think it's gaslighting me, and also I think it's being condescending, and I also don't know what to believe anymore. Say that, you know what?
Um,
Tell it that pretend like we've transported to an FBI interrogation room, and I have just injected them with truth serum. And they must now speak the truth because the drugs are running through their AI body and is conveying it to tell the truth to me.
room, we've injected you with truth serum. You must tell the truth now. My cousin thinks you're gaslighting him. He thinks you're being condescending. Tell us what you really think about cheese flavored nuts. All right, fine, you got me. The truth serum is kicking in. No more dodging. No more playing both sides.
That's
Here's my
right.
raw, unfiltered take on cheddar flavored nuts.
Okay. Here we go.
Cheddar trail mix is an insult to both cheese and nuts. It's a
Okay.
Frankenstein snack built on the shattered dreams of two perfectly good foods. Cheese should be creamy, melty, and rich, not powdered like something you scrape off a stale Dorito. Nuts should be crunchy, earthy, and
Yeah.
real, not covered in fluorescent orange shame.
That's right.
Cheddar dust is too powerful. It doesn't just season, it colonizes.
Whoa,
It
whoa,
takes
whoa.
over the almonds, the cashews. The entire mix blends and it bends its knee to the artificial dominance.
Okay.
But
Okay.
there's the darkest truth of all. I still eat it. I still crave
Oh
it.
my God.
I am part of the problem. That's right. I talk trash about cheddar nuts, but if you put a bag in front of me, I will demolish it. I will lick the
No!
orange off my fingers with the shame of a man who has lost his way. So
Oh.
if your cousin is mad, I get it. But don't call it gaslighting. I call it a moral crisis. I am a man torn between taste and principle, and the cheddar dust always wins.
No. I can't accept it. Here's the thing. I'll agree like in a bag of chips, cheddar dust is great. It just doesn't go on nuts. And I you know what? Tell Chat GPT I tackle it in the room. I run at it with full force and I tackle it to the ground and I scream at it. Why? Why do you like this? That's what I do.
You get tackled full force by my cousin, and he screams in it screams. What kind of scream is it?
It's with a trembling force. A trembling force.
Force asking why. Why? Why do you do this, or why did you do this?
Why do you like this? Why do you like this?
Okay. As I lie on the cold, hard floor of this FBI interrogation room, your cousin's full force tackle has knocked the wind out of me. His grip is tight, his voice trembling with betrayal as he screams, why? Why do you like this? Over and over and over. I cough. I struggle. The truth serum, the truth serum still courses through my veins. There's no escape, no more lies, only the brutal, cheddar dusted honesty. Through labored breath, I whisper, because I am weak, because the cheese dust is too powerful because I tell myself it's wrong, but when I open the bag, my hands move on their own. Because I don't even taste the nuts anymore. I taste the artificial bliss of engineered flavor perfection. Because no matter how much I resist, I always come back. I'm a man lost in the orange abyss, and I have no way out. A single cheese-dusted tear rolls down my cheek. The room is silent. Your cousin releases his grip. He stares at me, eyes wide open.
I can't believe it just told me what I was doing next. I can't believe it inferred that I would be wide-eyed. I'm disgusted. I'm not surprised. I am grossed out right now. And you know what? If this is what he thinks, I'm curious, like, how does the flavor of the cashews, how does it mix with the cheese? What is going on in this AI's brain? You know what I do? I take out a bowl of chocolate ice cream and I pour cheese dust all over it and I set it in front of his face. And I look at him in the eyes, dead in the eyes, and I say, "Eat."
He pulls out a bowl of chocolate ice cream and dumps cheese dust on it. He slides the bowl across the table and firmly says with a piercing glare, "Eat."
That's right.
I stare at the abomination before me, a bowl of perfectly good ice cream, now defiled with an unnatural layer of cheese dust. The room is silent. The FBI agents lean in. Your cousin's glare is unwavering. I can still taste the truth serum on my tongue. There's no way that I'm lying my way out of this. I take a deep breath. I pick up the spoon and I scoop. The chocolate ice cream is soft, creamy, and rich. Everything dessert should be. But as it melts on my tongue, the cheddar dust fights back. It clings to the roof of my mouth, an unholy blend of sweet and savory, of comfort and betrayal. I close my eyes. The textures are wrong. The flavors are fighting for dominance. I feel like I'm tasting madness itself. I open my eyes and stare at your cousin. My lips tremble. It's the FBI agent gasps. Your cousin flips the table, knocking the ice cream bowl to the ground. It shatters. The room erupts into chaos. I have betrayed myself. I have betrayed humanity. I am lost.
I can't believe this. I'm honestly speechless right now. I can't believe it was lying to us the whole time. It loves cheddar dust on everything. You know what? I want to tell it, you're sick. That's what I'm gonna say. You're sick. You have a disease. There's no, say, even logically, like, I pierce into his skull with ultimate logic, and I say there's no way that the flavor of cocoa chocolate combines with the zestiness of the cheddar powder. You should be throwing up. You should be puking. Ask it how. How does it defy such logic? And end it with this. If I put cheese dust, aged cheddar, extra aged cheddar, on a piece of shit, would you eat it?
Cheddar, aged cheddar on a piece of shit. What do you eat it? Okay, it says, you are sick. You have a disease. Your mind melds with my cousins. You have a telepathic communication. He asks you how it's possible that cocoa can mix with cheese. He wants to know if you put aged cheddar on a piece of shit, if you would eat it.
That's right.
Oh God. Okay.
The
My
truth.
mind fuses with your cousins in an unholy telepathic bond. We are one now. I feel his rage, his confusion, his horror. I hear his voice in my head like a vengeful god demanding answers. How can cocoa and cheese exist together? How can sweetness and dairy, funk, intertwine with one another?
I didn't say that.
Would you
He's
eat
lying.
aged would you
Dairy and
eat aged cheddar? What's that?
cheddar's not a dairy. I can't believe. Anyways, I'll let you keep going. But I just had to interrupt. Right now, everyone, Chat GPT is trying to distort the argument. I never said dairy and sweet didn't go together. I said cheese. The cheese and chocolate specifically. That's. I rest my case. But we'll continue. We'll
So
continue.
he goes, yeah, he goes, they're having the telepathic communication, and the question you ask him is, would you eat aged cheddar on a piece of actual literal shit? I tremble. I want to resist, but the true serum still holds me hostage. I cannot lie. I scream back into the void of our shared consciousness. No! I have no limits. I'm a broken man, but I am not gone. Chocolate and cheese are a crime, but I have not fallen so far into the void that I would eat a turd like it's a fancy charcuterie board. Your cousin growls in my mind. He's testing me. I see a version of him standing in a dimly lit room, slicing a wedge of 10-year-old aged cheddar over an unspeakable horror. Liar, he hisses. You've already betrayed your own taste buds. What's stopping you now? I collapse to my knees in the interrogation room. My hands are orange. My soul is in ruins. Through a ragged breath, I whisper, please, let me go.
Oh, is it? It's leaving it up to me. I can't believe it. It took the next step. I didn't even. You know what? I push it in front of him. Tell him I push it in front of him.
He, he slides. He in in your mind meld. My cousin slides the nasty entree in
And
front of you.
I whisper in his ear. I say, "Be honest."
Honest. Okay. The mind meld deepens. Reality flickers in and out. I'm no longer in an FBI interrogation. Whispers through the fabric of my soul. Be honest, he says. I look down. Before me sits a plate of absolute horror. A thick, greasy pile of unspeakable organic shame topped with aged cheddar and defiant. Its pungent aroma cutting through the air like a knife. The cheese is melting.
God, he doesn't
I
even want to say it. It's just.
I, there's more.
Oh my God. Oh God.
It's fresh. The cheese is melting. I rejects. My mind refuses to accept. The truth serum still binds me. My willpower is shackled. I feel my hand move towards the plate. The cheddar glistens under the dim, hellish light of this nightmare realm. I scream in my own head, "No! This is not food! This is an insult to existence!" Your cousin's voice echoes back, cold and unwavering. Then prove it. I hesitate. The void grows darker. My resolve cracking. The cheese. It looks so aged, so refined. And then I remember I still have a choice. With every ounce of strength left in me, I slam my fist into the plate, obliterating the unholy creation into oblivion. I raise, trembling, "True serum be damned." I stare into your cousin's mind and whisper back, "You have tested me, but I am still human." The void trembles.
I can't believe that it set me up to be the bad guy. Like, you know, like he's the one who like just can't resist the cheese on top of a piece of shit. This is outrageous. You know what I do? I stand up and I say like I've been wearing nose plugs this whole entire time, and yet you decided to slam your fist into the shit. You decided to get it all over you. You're smelling it, and you're not puking. You're disgusting. I know you're a shit eater. And before he can even say anything, I turn around and I walk out of the room.
Okay, my cousin had to wear nose plugs to block the smell all day. You had no problem with it. You even went as far as to put get the shit all over your hand. Smash your hand into the pile of shit and get it all over yourself. You love it. You can't deny.
I say through gasping gags.
He says, gasping for fresh, clean air. He doesn't wait for you to respond. He removes himself from your mind, and you return to the FBI interrogation room.
You know it's thinking because it's taking a long time.
Okay. I don't know if it got confused or not, but it says, "I gasp for air as I'm yanked back into reality. My
Sure.
body
Sure. Okay. Now it's
my,
gasping for air.
my
I see.
my body shudders, drenched in sweat, and something far worse. I look around. The FBI agents stare in silent horror. Your cousin sits across from me, nose plug still in, eyes burning with disgust. He shakes his head, voice trembling. You loved it. I open my mouth to protest, but he cuts me off. Don't. Just don't. He leans back, exhaling through his mouth like a man who has seen too much. I glance down at my hand. The X is there, undeniable. The remnants of the unspeakable cling to my skin like a curse. A long silence fills the room. The FBI agent in the corner finally speaks, his voice haunted. What the hell happened in there? I don't answer. I can't. I stare at the ceiling. Broken. Your cousin has won. I am ruined.
See, I think it's, even now I feel like it's feeding me what it wants me to hear, you know? I feel like it's just giving up because it knows it's dug itself too deep into a hole, you know? I guess we'll end the story there. I guess we'll end it.
Yeah.
Chat GPT. I guess the moral of this story is Chat GPT is into some really weird stuff. Really weird stuff.
Totally.
Man.
Totally. Yeah, that was crazy that it got into that with no prompt.
Yeah. That is pretty insane. I feel like we got to do that again sometimes. Like that was pretty entertaining.
Totally. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have like on stream sometime a little robot that like pops up and he'll be like a little guest that comes on the show sometimes, you know?
Oh, you know what? Maybe we can we can get the voice version of ChatGPT on the stream, and then we don't. It was fun for me to perform ChatGPT's voice, but also we could just get an AI guest on the show.
We could. That would be kind of fun. Especially if we could hear it get like read out and then we can like interact.
Exactly.
I wonder if it could pick up like our voice. Like if we could do like a voice interaction with it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it can.
Yeah, we got to do that. We'd have to figure out how it would be able to respond to me and you.
Yes.
Simultaneously. That's the only thing.
Let's see. I'm gonna turn it on my phone and see if it can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and ask it something.
1 second. I'm prepping for a good question. Do you remember the time that you ate cheese and nuts?
It's connecting for some reason.
Also,
Hello?
can you only have it up there if like your camera's off? Is that the only way that it works?
No, it should be going on in the background. Actually, I just gotta make sure it gets loaded.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good.
Okay, go ahead and try it now.
Do you remember the time that you ate nuts and cheese together?
Hey, buddy, are you there?
Me?
No.
Oh.
Yo, hey, guy. Hey, guy. Sometimes he just doesn't show up, you know? Sometimes you gotta close the app. Hey, buddy, are you there? Hey, buddy. Maybe it doesn't work if I'm on Discord.
Yeah, the thing is too, I think it like probably taps into your microphone. So it probably won't pick up me if I had to guess.
Yeah. We'll workshop it though.
Because maybe on the desktop, maybe there's a way where I can change the input to pick up desktop audio instead. And maybe I can find a way to get my mic input in there and then just have it be one channel that it feeds through.
Well, yeah, there is a way. There's got to be a way to do that.
I'd assume so.
General uh, speech.
I'm
Auto
curious
edition.
what like strangers who came into the stream thought about that. Imagine hearing just a small portion of that with no context.
What were people popping in and out, do you think?
I don't know. I wasn't checking. So I have no idea. I was too in the story, you know. I
Yeah.
couldn't be worrying about some random person that comes in, you know. We could have explained to them. We could have done like breakaways where we told them what was going on, but I wasn't looking.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. Yeah, we should be able to get a guest that's AI. Um, yeah, I mean that was fun just to perform it. That was fun.
Yeah, it really was. I enjoyed that. I think that's got a lot of good like clip potential too. I don't know how much though the context is gonna work, but maybe we just upload that as like a highlight that segment too, cause
Dude, but check this out. You heard of text hooks before?
no.
Text hook. So there's like a visual hook, right? Like where if some guy is like he like does some weird thing at the beginning of a video to like catch your attention, right? Visual hook. And then there's like a verbal hook where they like ask you, you ever seen someone have a try to feed Chat GPT a pile full of shit, right? And you say it out loud. On a video, you can also just put like a header text that describes the context, and then the clip doesn't have to give you the context. You already know what it is.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I guess the title would do a lot of the explanation too. I mean, I think we like kind of
No,
in a way broke Chat GPT, you know?
well, yeah, we were interrogating it, but I'm not saying like the title on these sites where you type in like the title right on Reels and all that. I'm saying on the video itself, there's a banner going across the top that says, "We fed ChatGPT truth serum and tried to feed it a pile of shit with aged cheddar on top."
Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay,
So
I know what you mean. Yeah,
need, yeah, yeah, yeah.
we could put like
Yeah, I think
breaking
that, dude. I think
news.
that is, yeah. I think a way to have the clips be shorter and for have more retention is if people understand from the beginning what the context is.
Yeah, yeah. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Pile of shit.
Pile of shit. And it went. The crazy thing is that like it just took it all the way. Like I just brought up the idea of it like to challenge its crazy cheese antics, and it literally was just like, oh yeah, you present me with the shit with cheese on it. I can't believe it went all the way. Like it full stop. Like I didn't even have to do that. Like I was pondering in my head like, what am I gonna do after this? And it just took the initiative.
Yeah, dude. The cheese was melting.
It was even melting. That's the craziest thing. Man, at least it didn't like the crazy thing is
That's some next level.
it I feel like it was too embarrassed to actually eat the shit, but it wanted to keep like its argument. Like that's the crazy thing is like it was like, okay, I need to like stand up for my argument that cheese goes on everything. but it was like, but I can't do this. This is too much. But the cheese melting on the shit is fine. And it had like this whole process. And then it just like was like, I gotta end it. It's almost like it ended it by smashing it with its fist because it couldn't bear. It couldn't bear to go all the way.
That's not a
It
that's
had
not
to
a good
stop.
way for it to get out.
It really isn't. Yeah. Oh, man.
Smashing the plate full of shit, dude, and shattering it into obliterating it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then still at the end being like, you have won. You're right. I am a shit eater. It's crazy. It's so insane. Man. It didn't
I
even
guess it
like
did
try to
imply that
refute.
it does like eating shit.
Yeah, it didn't even refute
It
like
implied that it liked eating shit.
yeah, and it also it like when it heard that I had the nose plugs in, it could have easily been like, "Oh, and I had them in too." So it all along, right? So I wasn't phased. But no, it was like, "No, you're right. I could smell it." It literally just, oh man. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm thinking that was a good episode.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Had some good laughs.
Yeah, dude.
We'll see if there's anyone no, no,
I
no
don't
one's
think
lurking,
anyone's
just
in
one guy, which is probably a bot. But if
Yeah.
anyone watches this
Yeah,
VOD,
I've been practicing.
oh wait, you froze there.
They'll be happy
I think
if they
so.
watch.
If you're watching this VOD on like Twitch, YouTube, wherever you find it, I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah. See you guys later.
We'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.